What's up, guys? Your boy Quick Stocks is back. As always, remember to hit those thumbs to recharge my dopamine, and we will get right into your market analysis. What a crazy world we're living in. The federal government is distributing money like no tomorrow. A roll of toilet paper is worth more than a barrel of oil. We're amidst the fastest GDP decrease in our lifetime, and yet our long-term account is steadily making its way back to all-time highs. Seriously, WTF is going on? In case you haven't heard, a new bill is being proposed that would guarantee $2,000 a month to every American over the age of 16 that made less than $130,000 a year. And in addition, $500 per child up to 3 children. And this would stay in effect for up to 12 months. The payments would come in the form of direct deposits, checks, prepaid debit cards, or electronic transfers. And the best part? This is not counted as income, it's tax-free, baby. That's straight dopamine. Meaning, if this bill got passed and was put into place for the minimum 6 months, assuming you met the guidelines as an individual, you would receive a total of $12,000 tax-free. Or, as us degenerates calculate wealth, 16.5 shares of Tesla or 750 shares of Snapchat at their current levels. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, honestly, if you are investing in the stock market, this could be just the beginning of the good news. This proposal would cost $448 billion per month or $2.6 trillion for the first 6 months, which equates to more than the first 3 stimuluses combined. And if it went on for a full year, this proposal would put over $5 trillion into the hands of Americans, tax-free, which would bring the total stimulus created to well over $7 trillion. One has to wonder, with insane amounts of money being put into people's hands, at very least, won't this cause inflation? And what does this mean for the stock market? Well, I got you, fam. This is your quick stock analysis. Just to put this into perspective, the total value of the US stock market was roughly $37 trillion at the end of 2019. At one point, the market lost 30% of its values, which equates to $11 trillion. So the current $2 trillion stimulus at the time was only a mere drop in the bucket. But as we've seen, all the recent stimulus has caused the stock market to rebound, and in a massive way. It wouldn't be a stretch by any means to assume if either of these new proposed stimuluses are passed, adding another $2 to $5 trillion into circulation. Yes, I understand in some of the proposal they state they won't be issuing new debt, and they will be doing some funny stuff regarding minting coins between the Fed and Congress. But however you look at this is cash in people's hands. To me, it doesn't matter how they write it down on their balance sheet. But regardless, back to the point. Like I was saying, if one of the new proposed stimulus are passed, adding another $2 to $5 trillion into circulation on top of the already added $2 trillion, if the market was to go back to its pre-CV levels, that could be up to a $7 trillion surplus. And let's be real, with how the market has been acting, it wouldn't be a stretch to assume if one of these stimuluses pass, the market could well surpass its pre-CV levels. Obviously excluding select markets that have been impacted the most, such as cruise lines and airlines. But that's a topic for a different video. Regardless, if we saw such a bounce, we would see inflation and potentially hyperinflation. Interest rates are at a record low, floating around 0%. Insane amounts of money are being put into people's hands. Anyone with even a basic understanding of the financial markets understand they are doing everything they can to prop up the stock market, short of directly depositing money into everyone's Robinhood account. Now that's the real definition of Robinhood, am I right? But honestly, if you have a decent sized investment in the stock market, it's reassuring that the market makers are doing everything in their power to keep the system going. And let's be real, we are reaping the rewards. If it wasn't for these measures, our accounts would easily be down 50%. However, on the flip side, for the people who don't understand how the financial system works, in the short term, they may be rolling in the dopamine with their newfound government money. But, as always, money flows from those who don't understand how it works to those who do. It's been like this since trade was created. After the stimulus ends and their short-term dopamine rush comes to an end, it wouldn't be a stretch by any means to assume that many people will be worse off than ever. Inflation will increase share prices in real estate. making it an even more difficult barrier to enter the market and start their wealth building journey. And I assure you, the financial elite understand this, and that's why we're seeing such a massive recovery in the market. But these aren't the people I want to benefit from this, and that's why I make this content. I really hope I can start a fire inside of people to start investing in themselves. I can put the key in the lock, but only you can open the door. Just to make it clear, this proposal has not been passed by Congress, and there are numerous other proposals being tossed around, in which we'll probably see a combination of all of them, in which my thoughts remain relatively the same. But what's not in doubt is the economic damage. High debt levels, interest rates that are low. Is this sustainable? Emerging and developed world equities posted its worst quarter since 2008, even as governments worldwide pumped trillions to prop up economics and central banks undertook emergency interest rate cuts. When the dust clears, I think a lot of people are going to get hurt who didn't have the knowledge to take care of them and their loved ones while they could. But once again, I'm getting into philosophy that deserves its own video. This was your reporter, Quick Stocks. Take it for what it is and stay safe, guys. If you liked the video, throw some thumbs, subscribe, I'll catch you in the next one. If you want to check out the proposals, I'll leave a link in the description.